Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I am Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively we are wide awake on a Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
Hey.
All back. All three of us.
All three of us back together
All three
again
of us.
in a room. You can tell that by the mugs, by the cups.
Yeah.
So there you go.
We
Where
saw
were
the
you?
Mugs. Where was I? I was upstairs, mate, in the office.
I know. You know exactly what we do with Mike when he's off.
Yeah.
We did that with you.
I had no doubt. no doubt.
Yeah, we told people you were dead multiple times.
It's fine.
Anyway,
I was close to it.
You did anyway.
yeah, I did. Inside the $8 trillion mega yachts,
8
is
billion.
that? Is it?
Won't be 8 trillion,
Yeah.
will it? Fucking hell.
Well, that's 1,000 million. So is that a
999
trillion?
million.
Is that a billion?
It's a billion.
Is a billion. Yeah. So it's 8 billion.
Yeah.
Right. Well, not so.
Won't be 8 trillion, would it, for a yacht?
But it's
It's
out of
unlikely
gold.
unless
we've been caught
be
out
honest.
by these clickbait videos before, though, where collectively, like, they'll show you 50 yachts that are worth whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, 8 billion's a lot.
Yeah.
Gee, I mean, 8 billion. Geez.
Do you think they're all were Russian yachts and they've been taken and put in
But many
friendly
of them are.
ports?
Yeah. They like the Russians are very. I don't know. I used to live near a marina, and you see the big boats coming for like the Formula One, and then when the big boats come in, you knew they were the Russians.
Yeah.
You know, and even the
where the money is.
Saudis and things like that wanted a bit of a taste of it, so they would try to get bigger boats, but the Russians
Yeah.
always turn up in bigger boats.
It's highly annoying. If
Yeah.
you're Saudi, you spend like 5 years watching your boat being built, and then the week after someone comes up with a bigger one.
Yeah.
Elon Musk needs to do that to Jeff Bezos, doesn't he? Because he's getting one built that's ridiculous. I think in Holland
Seen it.
somewhere, is it?
Oh, really?
Because they're supposed to be dismantling a really historic bridge so he can get his boat out.
Is it the largest sailboat in the world?
It's something like that. It's some ridiculous thing. But as soon as he launches it, Elon should just go past him one bigger.
Yeah.
He's kept quiet the whole time.
waving.
Yeah.
I don't think you can keep that kind of thing quiet.
No,
I
probably
wonder
not.
when it changes from like a yacht into like a boat or a ship, or how big's it? Because some of these yachts that they say are absolutely enormous, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I just
don't
wonder
know.
what the criteria is for the description.
Seen some mega yachts though. I've been not around them sort of thing. You know, not sailing seas with them.
Yeah.
I've been in the marina, sort of like
Seen
on them on a couple of them, and it's just insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These look at
It's what my dad used to do years ago. He would transport, not mega yachts, but he'd transport yachts all throughout Europe on the back of a truck. So he absolutely loves them.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever we've been to a marina, he's in his element looking at them all.
expensive cargo, that.
Yeah. Let's do it then. Inside the $8 billion mega yachts.
Mega yachts are quite common amongst the rich, and alongside jets and mansions, they are one of the biggest signifiers of their status to the rest of the world. Mega yachts are luxurious vessels with a professional crew, with dimensions ranging from 79 feet up to 500 feet in length. There are a lot of expensive yachts out there, and we're going to be looking at the top 5. But even as we speak, now more than ever before, the ultra-rich are spending a lot on the construction of more of these luxury vessels. Sam Tucker is the head of super yacht research at Vessels Value, a leading vessel valuation company. When asked, he had a few things to say about the mega yacht market from 2020. The market's been roaring. Demand for extravagantly high-end yachts has outstripped supply, and it's impossible to get a slot in a new build yard. They're totally booked. In other words, 2020 was a great year to be rich or to be a mega yacht manufacturer. Any rich person who owns a yacht would want for the ride to be just the way they pronounce yacht, with the C silent. And this is something they take into their own hands with the exotic features and designs they implement on these seafaring vessels. So in this video, we'll be looking at the 5 people who have splurged the most cash on their journey across the 7 seas. But first, welcome back to our channel. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video from us. Number 5, Dubai, $400 million. In 1995, Bloem and Voss, in collaboration with Lursen, began the project of building this ship for the Bolkiah of Brunei, Prince Jeffrey. However, he didn't go through with the construction.
Prince Jeffrey.
I know, yeah. You just don't expect that, do you? King Bob.
Didn't go through with the construction, though. I think he was just saying
Yeah.
that. Let me plug it back a tiny bit.
Voss, in collaboration with Lursen, began the project of building this ship for the Bolkiah of Brunei, Prince Jeffrey. However, he didn't go through with the construction, so that by 2001, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of the Emirate of Dubai, would have taken over and completed the project. This was the largest yacht from 2006 to 2009, with a length of 530 feet and a beam of 72 feet. It has since been replaced as the biggest boy on the 7 seas by the Eclipse and the Azam in that order. However, it still boasts some of the greatest luxury.
The size of that.
Oh.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
To think, I'm sure there's probably like 50 staff working on it as well, and
That'd be more than that, I bet.
you think there'd be more than that? Because you could probably
crew.
fit a few hundred people on there. Easy, couldn't you?
It's
monster ship, that.
It's like 24 hours a day, like with the staff as
Correct,
well, isn't
yep.
it? So,
Yep.
you know.
Especially for someone like Sheikh Maktoum as well. He'll have them all piled in there.
Yeah.
They'll have loads.
Yeah.
that one can experience within its 8 decks that can provide space for 88 crew members and 115 guests. Guests are privy to a 10-meter swimming pool, a squash court, a cinema, 20 water bikes, a disco, a lobster tank, and a pristine dining room that seats up to 90 guests. The ship also has a helipad and 2 long motorboats, and the 4 MTU-20V diesel engines will yeet all this luxury across the open seas at a speed of 26 knots and a distance of up to 8,500 nautical miles at a go. Number 4, MYA Plus. $527 million. When it comes to mega yachts, the Emirati are the leading customers in the market. They own at least half of the most expensive super yachts in the world, and the A Plus at $527 million is one of them. It is owned by Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the owner of the top English soccer club Manchester City. He's worth $22 billion. He's the Deputy Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and a member of the Abu Dhabi royal family. The A Plus is 482 feet long and has a beam standing at 70 feet. However,
is that the one you tried to get on?
No,
I was going to say, I'm guessing you've been on it, but
I've not been on that one, but I've been on one of his boats. I didn't try to get on it. I got on it.
I thought there was one where you went up to the security and said, and they actually let you on.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Yeah. I thought you did. I didn't think you made it.
No, mate, it got on.
how did you wangle that?
Hey?
You probably said you
how.
were his brother or something, didn't you?
Let's see, at the head of the supporters club.
I was the head of supporters club, that's right. Yeah.
However, the vessel is still able to move its massive weight across the ocean at a service speed of 22.9 knots and a maximum speed over 25 knots. This speed comes from the twin peel stick engines that generate 7,990 horsepower each. A Plus, formerly called Topaz, is currently the 9th largest yacht in the world, despite being launched in 2012. It has 8 decks with a swimming platform and a swimming pool, double helicopter landing pads, a jacuzzi, a fitness hall, a conference room, cinema, tender garage, and underwater lights. The rooms are large and clad in luxury designs, and the crew and staff take care of Sheikh Mansour and any guest with the best culinary and hospitality treatments. Number 3, Azam.
I bet those chefs are getting paid crazy money just to live on the yacht.
I'll bet.
Whatever he wants at any point.
I'm not sure.
You not think?
No. But the funny thing was where Sheikh Mansour lived. I was in my mate's boat one day and we're just driving, sailing around, whatever you call it, whatever you do on a boat. I was just drinking beer and
That's what you're doing about.
That's what you're doing about.
Yeah.
Anyway, we caught like this pack of dolphins and we're sort of like going with the dolphins. Next thing I see his boat in the distance and I said to my mate, I said, put the beer away. I said, this doesn't look right, this boat coming up here. This boat comes to town, it's the police. We've gone a little bit too close to Sheikh Mansour's house. But it was still miles away.
Was it?
And it's like, they were really nice to us, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So telling us, that, so you're going a little bit too close towards his water to make sure that obviously security
Get a bit of exclusion zone areas or something.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So we were actually following the dolphins.
So dolphin.
Something like that. Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, exactly.
$605 million. This mega yacht is owned by Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Bin Zayed Al Nahyan sound familiar? That's right. Sheikh Khalifa is the half-brother of Sheikh Mansour. And as the head of the ruling family of the UAE, Sheikh Khalifa is also the chairman of the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, which controls assets worth almost $900 billion. The most managed by any ruler anywhere in the world. But I digress. The Al Nahyan is surely an interesting family, and maybe you can let us know in the comments if you'd like to see a video about them. So when you consider all this wealth and status, having the largest private super yacht in the world at a price of $605 million at an annual cost of $60 million will not seem like such a big deal anymore. The yacht was built and released by German shipyard Lürssen Yachts in 2013, and it has a length of 590 feet, a salon at 95 feet, and a beam of 59 feet. And yet, despite its huge size, the two gas turbines and diesel engines generate up to 47,000 horsepower, enough to move the behemoth at a top speed of 32 knots. And while the vessel darts through the open seas at high speed, its 60 crew members and 35 passengers take it slow and soak in the beauty of the earth. The water, which is probably what the fishes call the planet. However, unlike our planet, the Azam is properly named, and the name of the yacht being an Arabic word that translates to resolute in English. The foreship is about 50 meters in length and has a helipad on it. Inside the multi-decked yacht, there are about 50 guest rooms, a master suite, and several other immaculate amenities meant for royalty. The interior design was done by Christoph Leone of Naughty Yachts. Perhaps the most remarkable thing about this yacht is that it took Lürssen and Leone just 3 years to build this wonder. At almost 600 feet, the ship is 57 feet longer than the next yacht on our list. Number 2, Eclipse.
Jesus, that's a jump, isn't it? What was it 600 million on the last one?
Yeah, over twice as much now.
It's not even number 1.
Absolutely crazy.
It's mind-boggling, isn't it? What?
Yeah.
None of the Russians are on yet.
I
don't know how old this video is.
I think he said 2020, didn't he?
You mentioned something about 2020 before.
Yeah, there was a date that you banded about much over, and that was
1.5 billion.
Be someone like Roman Abramovich.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, could do, yeah.
And $5 billion. Bloem and Voss are a subsidiary of Lürssen, which is probably the top shipbuilding company in the world. In its beginnings, Bloem and Voss specialized in building military vessels, with the Bismarck vessel being its most iconic. They launched the Eclipse in 2010, 6 years before being acquired by Lürssen, and stands at 533 feet. It was the longest yacht until the Azam came along in 2013, and today it remains the 4th longest super yacht. The Eclipse has 2 powerful diesel engines that propel the yacht at 22 knots with almost 40,000 horsepower. And staying true to their military history, Bloem and Voss have attached a missile detection system and a submarine that will submerge as low as 50 meters into the water. However, defending against military attacks is not all there is to this yacht, because what form of attack is more insidious than the piercing camera lens of the paparazzi? That's right, the ship comes installed with an anti-paparazzi system that stops digital cameras from taking a shot. What the system does is make use of a laser shield that beams infrared light to detect a digital camera and focus bright light on it to render any photo useless. Basically a high-budget, high-tech version of the police shining a torch in your eyes and then proceeding to slap you in the face.
I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of that either.
How bizarre.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling the one I've seen Roman Abramovich's yacht, and I think it was grey.
Right.
When I seen it.
But they've not said who owns this, have
No,
they?
not yet.
No. The interiors are absolutely unbelievable, aren't they?
Yeah.
They really are. The way they're kitted out.
Aren't they?
They're done they're very classy, all of them, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because when we've seen some of these really expensive houses, I've found some of the decor a bit cheap looking.
Yeah.
Even though it's very expensive, it's kind of tacky.
But you don't really have much choice on this. They do it for you, don't they?
Yeah.
You get it delivered,
yeah.
and that's what it is.
Yeah.
Imagine waiting 3 years for something.
I know, right?
I want that. Can you build? Yep, 3
years.
Anything I can use in the meantime.
Eclipse has 24 guest cabins, 2 large pools, many hot tubs, a disco hall, and 2 helipads. The vessel is owned by Russian-Israeli billionaire businessman Roman Abramovich. He's also the owner of the English soccer team and current champions of Europe, Chelsea Football Club. And when he and Sheikh Mansour are done playing in the 7 Seas, they go head-to-head in the English Premier League and other European competitions. He and Sheikh Mansour splurge a lot of money on their clubs, sometimes too much, that the authorities have to slap them with a fine. But as nothing Mr. Abramovich can't deal with as his Eclipse super yacht, which is currently worth $1.5 billion, is only a fraction of his $18 billion wealth. Number 1, History Super...
What wealth? That you used to have.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was Israeli.
He's Israeli national.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about him.
He took citizenship. They wouldn't give him a visa over here.
Right.
So probably about 2 years ago now, he fled. Didn't flee. He left. He left England. He never returned. He was living in Russia, and then he went to live in Israel and got an Israeli citizenship.
Wow. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So he's not like Israeli descent. It's
I
just
think
kind
he's
of
Israeli descent. Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
It sounds sort of that, Abramovich. It's got that sort of sort of sound to it, hasn't it?
But he's no longer got them boats.
No.
No, it might have been
Or Chelsea.
Or Chelsea.
sold on eBay.
Yeah. Look at this, though. I don't know what this is, but look at that.
What a
That
jump.
looks.
4.8 billion. Who do you reckon owns this? It's got to be a Bezos type thing, hasn't it?
I don't know. Is he going for stuff like that?
Well, he is now.
He's getting a
Is
boat
he?
done, and he's
Right,
got like a
okay.
massive sailboat. I think he's got like 3 big like masts and a big like steel
Yeah.
mast sort of
Yeah,
thing.
maybe some from Saudi Arabia, something like that.
They like the boats, and they go for it. It looks like a Lamborghini sort of like looking.
It
thing,
does,
doesn't
doesn't
Looks
it?
really, really cutting edge, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is what's his face? Conor McGregor's got a Lamborghini boat, hasn't he?
Oh, he has.
I think
I
his
think that's out
yacht.
of his
but-
price range, though.
Oh yeah, I think his yacht
Yeah.
is in the millions,
Yeah.
not the hundreds of millions or billions.
Misses for £5 billion almost.
Yeah,
£5
it's
billion.
Insane, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the running as well. Wasn't it? You know, one of them before was it like 60 million a year just to run it?
It's got to be Bezos. This looks like USA in the background.
Possibly.
Or Caribbean, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Supreme, $4.8 billion. This vessel is the smallest on our list. It's not remarkably fast, and it has the least amount of utilities, but is the only one covered in gold, platinum, and other luxurious metals. It is said to have been designed by Liverpool luxury designer Stuart Hughes in 2011. When Hughes announced the project, he didn't expressly state who the owner was, but gave hints to suggest it was Malaysian billionaire Robert Kwok. He is one of only 3 Malaysians with a net worth of over $5 billion, with the other 2 having a net worth of $5 billion and Kwok having just over $10 billion. That makes him the clear culprit since the ship cost the same as the net worth of the other 2 billionaires. The yacht has a luxurious master suite with a wall made from meteoric stone, with a sculpture made from real T-Rex dinosaur bones sourced from Arizona and said to be worth.
That's just too much money.
I mean,
It is, isn't it?
What do you want there? I'll have a T-Rex.
I've got 8 to 9 grand spare. What can I have?
Yeah, I'll have a T-Rex. Yeah.
Imagine spending half of your net worth
no.
though on a boat.
Yeah.
No.
Like if
Well-
it's worth 10 billion and he spent 5, that
That's
doesn't seem clever.
Is that half the net worth that people know
No,
about? Sort of.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a bit of a.
Yeah, they think there's some sort of tax write-offs.
Yeah,
Somehow written
maybe,
off
yeah.
half of this.
I think when you got £5 billion, there's no tax.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Worth $89,000. You know, the way people hang sculptures of dead animals in their house, only richer this time. Now, these yachts are all very expensive, and you wonder what good could come from this level of vanity. Well, let's hear from Peter Lurson, the CEO of Lurson, and kind of like the highest authority when it comes to yachts, as we've seen in this video. He says that on the building of Azam, about 6 million hours of manpower was used, and this translates to employment for over 4,000 families. And that's not counting the number of jobs being created while maintaining these vessels. So you begin to realize that the luxurious lifestyles of the wealthy actually fund the lives of regular people. But what do you think of the 5 most expensive super yachts in the world?
It's just insane.
Wow.
that
Insane.
one.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. They look absolutely amazing, though. They really
they do, don't they?
Yeah.
I think the
Brilliant.
depreciation is going to be real on that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think Sheikh Mansour bought one of the boats from Roman Abramovich.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I think I remember someone telling me ages ago that it was Roman Abramovich's boat, but he's selling it to Sheikh Mansour when
Yeah.
he came into.
Did he
those-
buy it
Right.
from Abramovich or was it a police auction?
No, this is way before police auction.
Fire sale.
But it's I think that this was way before all that went down. 'Cause I
Right,
think
yeah.
Abramovich was upgrading to a new boat, so I think
That's a way of getting one straight away, I suppose,
Correct,
isn't it? Buy
yeah.
one that's been built already. And
It's such a status symbol, isn't it? It's like the status symbol.
well, you imagine you just wonder whether they're getting bigger ones built all the time just so they can outdo the other person.
absolutely,
you
yeah.
know. It's,
yeah,
I'd buy
that's what
a
it is.
ferry.
I bet
Go fast on my
the
ferry.
boat builders, I bet the owners of those are like that, aren't they? Oh yeah, it's a bit small yours, though, isn't it? We've built one bigger than yours the other week.
Even when they build small ones, the small ones are that luxurious. They're coming in at they're coming in at mega money now. aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, as they said there, that N one wasn't the biggest,
Yeah,
but it was the way it was built.
yeah, absolutely huge money.
These boats come with a massive stack of NDAs as well for when women get on board.
Absolutely.
And they go, sign there, right, okay.
Just on a reception.
I tell you, mate, I've sat in the bar on the side of the marina,
Yeah.
right, during Formula One, and when you're walking up, you see all the Russian girls all getting on the boat, so
Are
the
they?
boats, and no one else getting on,
Yeah, just loads
just them,
of fit
just
Russian
loads
women.
of Russian girls getting
Yeah.
on, yeah, and they like try and tile them behind them. They're not like, you didn't see me.
Just wear a suit and have a little earpiece.
Yeah,
and
that's it,
walk
yeah.
in behind.
Put me Harvey's vest on, put my ladder on my shoulder, walking in behind me. Right, lads.
All right, boss. Nice.
You can use your toilet.
Yeah, it's incomprehensible levels of wealth. That
That's
4.8
huge,
billion
isn't it?
for one is just It's insane.
It's mind blowing, isn't it?
It looked mint,
It's
though, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
You're standing out in the marina. You can have all them big long ones there pulling into the marina,
Yeah.
right? And you rock up with that gold one, and everyone will just be like, "Wow!"
yeah. They're looking at that one, aren't they?
Yeah,
Absolutely looking at that one.
It's definitely a who's got the bigger dick competition.
Absolutely.
There,
Of
course it is.
big
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah.
His is 2 foot longer than mine, so you got to spend up to 2 billion.
But he'll say, "Yeah, I don't know what I could have the 20-meter one." He said, "But I've got the 50-meter one." He said, "And I can get like 50 more strippers on mine." So there you go.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next
Cheers,
one.
guys.